बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नहमदु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, अभी मैं दोबारा हाज़िर हूँ आपके सामने चौथे मॉड्यूल के साथ। इट्स फोर्थ मॉड्यूल ऑफ लिविंग अ मीनिंगफुल लाइफ। हमने पहले 3 मॉड्यूल्स कवर कर लिए हैं। इफ़ेक्टिवनेस ऑफ थिंकबिलिटी हमने कवर किया, हमने नोइंग पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ कवर किया, फिर हमने विजुअलाइजिंग फ्यूचर कवर किया, और अभी हम फ्यूचर चैलेंजेस के बारे में बातचीत करेंगे। ये ज़रूरी है कि हम चैलेंजेस को समझें, क्योंकि इसको हमने कनेक्ट करना है फ्यूचर के साथ। जब हम अगले मॉड्यूल में जाएंगे तो आपको इसकी अहमियत का अंदाज़ा होगा कि किस तरह हम इसे कनेक्ट करेंगे। हाउ फ्यूचर इज़ डिज़ाइंड, द चैलेंजेस वुड डेफिनेटली बी प्लेस्ड accordingly for designing future and then building it accordingly. अब हम जो चैलेंज किसे कहते हैं? चैलेंज एक ऐसी कैफियत है, एक ऐसी सूरत है, ऐसी सिचुएशन है जिसको आपने मैनेज करना होता है। थ्रेट परसेप्शन फ्यूचर के बारे में ये आपने विजुलाइज़ करनी होती है और वो उसकी विजुलाइजेशन बहुत ज़रूरी है, खा वो इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर हो, खा वो कलेक्टिव लेवल पर हो। जैसे फ़र्ज़ करो हम कलेक्टिव लेवल पे, सोसाइटल लेवल पे, स्टेट लेवल पे हम थ्रेट परसीव करते हैं, जबकि इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे हम चैलेंजेस परसीव करते हैं, और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल पे भी चैलेंजेस परसीव करते हैं। थ्रेट का ताल्लुक ज़्यादातर एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस के साथ होता है, और जो चैलेंजेस हैं उनका ज़्यादातर ताल्लुक इन्वायरमेंट के साथ होता है, सिचुएशंस के साथ। जो इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट कर रहा होता है वो होती हैं, उनको हमने कैसे एड्रेस करना है, ये मैं आपको आज इस मॉड्यूल में चैलेंजेस आउटलाइन करूँगा, इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर और कलेक्टिव लेवल पर, स्टेट लेवल पर, ग्लोबल लेवल पर। उससे फिर आपकी एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप होगी, आप इंटरकनेक्ट कर पाओगे हमारे पहले वाले मॉड्यूल्स को इसके थ्रू अपने आने वाले मॉड्यूल्स के साथ। तो सबसे पहले इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर अगर हम नेचर ऑफ चैलेंजेस देखें तो लॉसेस, यू कैन सफ़र लॉसेस, यू कैन सफ़र डैमेजेस एट इंडिविजुअल लेवल, एट सोसाइटल लेवल, एट स्टेट लेवल. Losses can be in the form of humans, in the form of material, in the form of infrastructure, in the form of environment, in the form of your psychological conditions. And how would you really manage those would be that how correctly you have perceived it. Then the failures is yet another nature. As an individual, you would try to avoid failure. At societal level, you would try to avoid failures. At state level, you would try to avoid failures. What type of failures you can encounter? This will only depend if you know how to realize failures. Then the setbacks. You wanted something, you didn't get it, you didn't do it. It didn't happen as you had originally planned. So you have a setback. You have to now cover that very gap which has been resulted as in form of a setback. Then you have something which you had yourself set for yourself. You had set a direction. You had your own moral compass. How would you establish the correctness and alignment of that moral compass? Is the nature of a challenge. Then how would you master your mind to remain on conquering challenges, not get faltered? This is something which you really need to perceive. And then you have made your own story to succeed. And that story is not making headway. How would you overcome those challenges to make your story reach your successful destination? Ladies and gentlemen, these are few examples of nature of challenges. Now I would highlight different domains of challenges. First of all, the mental domain. Mentally you suffer loss or failure or setback. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to get into psychological disorder, psychosomatic disorder, or emotional disorder. You would have to plan for this. Physical domain. Physical domain would relate to yourself, humans, infrastructures, your material, your constructions, your environment. That's the domain, physical domain. You would visualize it as a challenge and then you would address that. Then coming down to individual or societal level, families have challenges, relationships have challenges, you overcome that. That's a domain. Then spiritually, you may come across challenges. Your relationship with your creator. How would you address that? You were a regular in your prayers, you were regular in your good conduct, you were regular in establishing good relations. That has been disturbed. How would you continue doing good spiritually? That is a challenge which you need to address. And then your own environment, the work environment, your career environment, your professionalism, your job may come across certain challenges and you need to address those challenges. Only then you will have your own designed future. And ladies and gentlemen, you live in financial spectrum, your earning of your livelihood, earning of your money, wealth, spending of your wealth. And this is something which as a Muslim we believe will be asked for, will be accountable for. And that how you are earning your livelihood, whether it is through illegal means or legal means, all would depend if you have correctly visualized it or not. Likewise, your knowledge, what type of knowledge have you acquired and to what extent are you acting upon that knowledge? What stage of life you are going through and how are you going through spending that stage of life? These all are accountable aspects. For a Muslim, we believe on the Day of Judgment, and even in a normal environment where we are living humans, all these things need to be correctly visualized, assessed, and if the challenges are perceived, those challenges need to be addressed. Right. Now I come to the challenges what are at global level. I have taken a picture. There are variety of challenges which at global level the countries are coming across, the societies are coming across. First of all, if we see civic disaffection, something which we all societal disorders are coming from. Unequal share of wealth. The countries, the rich countries, developed countries, and there are developing countries. There's a lot of difference between the two. And underdeveloped countries, a lot of difference in these very countries. The resources of underdeveloped or developing countries are being taken by the developed countries, and this difference of wealth between the states is increasing day by day. Due to this, the identities of different people are changing. The norms in society are changing. The norms in society are transitioning from one state to another. The people in search of better wealth conditions, living conditions, and better identity, they are migrating from one place to another, disturbing environment, which is ecologically creating disorder, the losses and damages. Now, the economic powers are changing in backdrop of all the challenges which I am mentioning. What we talk of migration and mobility is being affected by the imbalance in economic powers. Economic imbalances are in fact causing migration and mobility at social, societal, and individual levels. So many conflicts are emerging. So many wars are taking place. Huge destructions are happening. Human traumas, human tragedies are taking place. These all are challenges which someone has to visualize and address. Now, living in a society has not remained restricted locally. It has become a global society. The internet has brought a revolution. Anything happening in north of the globe is visible to the south at the same very time. The information doesn't take time in traveling. It's a challenge. Where it is providing opportunities on one hand, it is posing severe challenges on the other hand. And technologically, we are exposed to disruptions. Everything what we have technologically poised for a better life can be disrupted anytime if we have not been able to visualize the challenges which it may come across. Ladies and gentlemen, one challenge which I have marked with red is something which to me and to our organization, Integrated Resilience Network, is the most critical challenge, and that is vision and foresight void. We do not have capability and capacity to visualize future challenges. We do not visualize challenges at individual level, and our planning goes for topsy-turvy when it comes across the challenge. We had not visualized it. We had not catered for that very challenge. Even at global level, we are not able to visualize those challenges. This vision and foresight void is the biggest challenge which we need to address. Ladies and gentlemen, my organization, Integrated Resilience Network, is working on that account, that we need to build in our people the capacity to visualize future, make visions, design future, and then build it. And that's why visualizing future challenges is very important. If we are able to address this leading void, we will be able to address all the challenges. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I close this module of future challenges. I am hopeful that when I talk of other remaining modules, you'll be able to connect with my previous modules through visualization of challenges, through threat perception, and you'll be suitably poised to take on designing of your future. I am thankful to you for giving me hearing. Your patient hearing is of great value to me. I shall be back with my next module, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.